Welcome to the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast, the podcast where we make 5-minute decisions that can change your business, your relationships, and your life. Hey, this is Dean Soto, founder of ProSulam.com and FreedomIn5Minutes.com, and we're here again with another Freedom in 5 Minutes episode. Today's topic is this: 5 crappy puppies is no fun. That and more coming up. All right, good morning. So yesterday we were talking about how I got cut from speaking at a conference, because I made the decision to cut 2,000 people off my list. And those people complained to the event coordinator, and the event coordinator said, I'm going to have to remove you as a speaker, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's all good. So what happened prior to all of this, and I think this particular story actually had something to do with me cutting out all those people as well. But what happened prior to all of this is that I had a buddy, which he was the first guest that we had, a buddy named Oliver, come from Hawaii. He was a client of mine, still is a client of mine, uses my ProSulam virtual assistants, the only systems virtual assistants out there that'll offload anything you want in 5 minutes or less. But he was out here visiting and actually staying at my place for a little while, and it was toward the end. I want to say it was it had to be the day before. Hold on one second. I keep getting a daddy. What? Anyway, I keep on hearing a dad. I was out. The way that my land is, as we are surrounded by 2 creeks. They're both 2 seasonal creeks, and where both of these creeks are, you can see that over time, a long time, over the last few hundred or thousand years, these creeks have eroded these areas into these pretty deep little valleys. And these deep little valleys they're kind of a little bit hard to climb and everything like that. But I was out over on my land, and I hear this and I'm thinking, oh man, a dog just got ran over or something like that, because that happens out here in the country, right? So I thought a dog just got ran over. Well, I kept on hearing it, and I had no idea where these things were, or what it was. And so finally I saw a little bit of movement, a little tiny bit of movement across the valley, across the ravine, or whatever it is, whatever you would call it. And I saw it was just like little teeny tiny movements. And so I went and looked closer, and I saw that they were puppies. Now, keep in mind, it was raining at the time. And so I'm looking, and I'm like, oh crap. So I actually go and tell Oliver, hey, come with me. I think somebody dumped off some puppies. So I went over across, and I went down into my creek and then up the other side, and sure enough, there were puppies on the other side of this ravine. And I called out to them. I said, come here, babies, come here. And one of them just bolted right to me. The other one was a little bit hesitant, but still didn't run away, but was a little bit hesitant. One was kind of like a really cool little white brindle. The other one was more just a cocoa, kind of like a cocoa with a little bit of white spots here and there. These guys were cute. They had to have been like maybe 8 months old or something like that. So we grabbed these 2 puppies, and we brought them into our house. and warmed them up, gave them food and everything like that. And I was thinking to myself, wow, this is great. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we'll actually end up keeping one, because Luna's getting pretty to the point where she's listening. She's good. We're good. And so I thought what better thing to do than to, maybe get another dog. So now Luna has a friend. Well, after all of this, my kids loved it, by the way. After all of this, the next day comes around, and I head down to the chicken coop to go let the chickens out and to do some free ranging. And what do I hear? And I'm like, oh my gosh, did they let the puppies out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Ooh. Okay, that was really bad. Anyway, but did somebody let the puppies out? Well, I go and I head toward where that sound was. And to my surprise, there were 3 more puppies. 3 more puppies. So I go, I grab them, I bring them up, and my wife was not excited, and nor was I. I actually had already gotten a crate for the other 2, so now we had this huge crate for 5 puppies. And the long story short, while they were cute and cuddly and they were fun, holy moly, did they crap all over. They crapped all over that pen or that crate, and it was one of those wire crates. And I did not understand why people, why the breeder that we went to get Luna said, yeah, you don't want to get any wire crates, because I'm thinking, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Well, it's a big deal when you get teeny tiny specks of poo all over these wire things. So don't get these wire crates with puppies, by the way. It sucks. So they're putting their paws all over it, and they were screaming and yelling all night long. It was not, I repeat, it was not a fun sight. 5 pooping puppies is never a fun sight. So we tried to get them rehomed over here, but it was just taking so long. We ended up having to go to the kind of humane society thing that Fresno County has, and dropped them off there. But all in all, there were 2 big lessons to learn. One is, something might look cute. Something might look like it's like it wouldn't be that big of a deal, and it becomes much, much harder as it keeps on going. As you let it continue to grow, let it continue to come into your life, it can turn into something that is a little bit nasty. The second thing is that at those points you have to make a decision. Do you keep on going? Do we raise those 5 puppies? Do we keep going with it? Or do we find a quick way to help these things? Or even though it might not be the easiest, because it did take me a few hours to go and get to the place, a quick way to get them better help, or to get something done, to get something executed, right? I hear you. Let me finish my podcast. Thank you. So what is the one thing right now that you've let the thing kind of pile up? You've let it pile up, and you haven't made the decision to actually do something about it. What's that one thing where you're starting to get more and more puppies that are crapping all over your life, crapping all over the things that you that you cherish, the people whom you cherish as well, where it's starting to affect them? What is something that if you know that even though it might be a little bit difficult, if you take action right now, you will not have to worry about it again. I urge you, in Freedom in 5 Minutes fashion, to do that one thing, do it now, and do it as quickly as possible. All right, I'm playing Mr. Mom right now, so I'm going to head back into the house, Go check out prosulum.com, prosulum.com, and check out freedomin5minutes.com. And I'll see you in the next Freedom in 5 Minutes episode.